Hi y'all, it's Kelly at Crochet My Life. Happy Valentine's Day. I thought I would get on here today and show you a couple of things that I have finished and a couple of things I'm working on, and just give you a little update on those couple of things and my habit I'm trying to form up of getting on here more often. So here I be. I hope everybody's having a good day. Today's my third day off in a row. So it went by too fast, my 3 days. So I go back to work tomorrow. I only work one day and then I'm off again. So I can deal with that. But I've had a pretty good day. I haven't felt the greatest, but I've pushed through it. Got a little bit of a headache going on, but it's getting better. I had to run to Walmart and get me something my husband told me to go back and get, and a couple other items, and I didn't get any yarn. I looked at it, but I didn't get any. But I wanted to come back and get this video made because I might not feel like doing no more videos this week after working. So, but you know, the other day the last couple of videos I've been talking about Pokemon. So the other day when I was on here, I showed you what I had procrastinated, what I need to get done. So that very night I finished them up. So here is my Pokemon, and I think he turned out pretty good. Dalton loves them, and it's all for Dalton. So if Dalton's satisfied, then I'm satisfied. Hubby helped me. You know, I bought that protractor from the Dollar Tree, and it was a piece of junk. Hubby couldn't use that on that felt. He went out to his in his tool shed and got a thing like I don't know really what he uses for, but it has all these different holes in it with measurements on it. So he measured it out on the felt and cut these pieces out for me. So, and the only thing that I don't like, and you can probably see it, was I had tried to put the nose, and I don't know if I didn't get all the black out or if it kind of blended in, but that's the only thing. But that's okay. Dalton likes them. Anyway, I cut out he fixed that up, and we cut it out, and I glued them, hot glued them. And I sewed the smile and the nose on. And that's a little tail. So I think he turned out good for my first Pokemon, and after learning how I was not doing the decreases right, I think as far as my workmanship on this amigurumi is pretty good. It's improved quite a bit, so I appreciate my friends on here telling me what I needed to do. Fiberge, Fiberge. Thank you, girl. You helped me out there. And she has a channel too, if y'all want to go look her up. But I think he turned out pretty good. And my sister-in-law wants me to make one for her grandson, Hunter. So I'm probably going to do that for Hunter. Hunter, if y'all remember me talking back year before last, he's a little boy who lost his mama, his daddy, and his sister. And he almost lost himself on Christmas Eve in a car wreck. A drunk driver hit him, and he lost his mom and daddy and his older sister, Haley, all at once. But Hunter's been doing pretty good. He's had a lot to deal with. He had a lot of injuries, you know, but mostly it's been emotional stuff. And but he's doing pretty good. And so I'm gonna make that for him and send it to Kathy so she can give it to him. But I was pretty pleased with that. So maybe the next one I make, I won't mess up that nose quite so bad. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's noticeable to me, especially in this light. So another thing I started working on, I told you, I think I told you I had ordered some yarn from Joann's. Joann's is my go-to because Joann's, I know they ship one skein in a box sometimes, but they're pretty fast to me. I can order it, and by the end of the next week, within a couple of days, I have got that package. And I'm pretty tickled with that. So Can't beat that. But I ordered 4 skeins of something I have never ordered before. And it's called Karen Ombre. And this colorway is in the color White Water. And it's a 4-weight. It's 100% acrylic. 595 yards. It says you use a H hook. Of course, I'm using a K hook, I think. I'll show you. It's machine washable and dryable, so that's great. And it's soft. It's not scratchy. It's soft. At least to me it is. It's better than Red Heart, and to me it's as soft as a big twist, but to me it's made better than a big twist. So I started a blanket for my daughter. That's my little book. And the pattern I went by is a Creative Grandma tutorial. And I got me a little book at Ollie's. I think we bought it at Ollie's. And it's started it. So I got my yarn Friday. I started it Saturday morning, I think. It's a Easy Crochet Granny Ombre Blanket by Creative Grandma. And that's her tutorial on YouTube. Very easy, 1-row repeat, pretty much. So here it is. Working up. It's mainly, it's like a granny, it's a granny stitch, but it's different. You do it has a triple crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, double crochet, chain 1 across, and you triple crochet down in the last row's middle piece. Last row's triple crochet, if that makes sense. Go over there and watch Creative Grandma, that tutorial, or any tutorial she does. She's really easy to go by. So I did a foundation row of 140. I think it was 140 plus 2. You have to do the multiples plus some. I can't remember. I'm a lousy podcaster, you know. But see how I started down here. So now I'm getting this part of it, the darker part. It's like almost like a slate blue, only it's not quite dark as slate. It's an off color slate. That makes sense. And it ain't much in it, in the skein of it. It's got mostly the other colors. But I thought it probably would go pretty good in her bedroom because I went over there the other day. My grandbaby was sick and I took a care package for her. But yeah, I think it's got some pretty colors and it's working up good, and I like the yarn. So, but like I said, it's just 142 across. So I think that'll be just enough for her bed. It's got to throw over the bed. The end of it's what I'm thinking, like a lap gown almost. But it could be bigger. Anyway, I'm going to use all 4 of these skeins. And I'm almost through this one skein. And I'm using a tulip J hook is what I'm using. I want to say it's a J. Yeah, I think it's a J tulip. I love them. Love them, love them, love them. So that's what I worked on. And I'm enjoying that. It's kind of mine. I mean, it's not, you have to pay attention to what you're doing, but it's just up my alley because it's a 1-row repeat. So then I told you about that other baby blanket I was working on. So I'm still working on it. And I've gotten this far now. And I had to just go, I went and found Rich Texture Crochet. And I watched her tutorial. And she explained it pretty good on there. Not saying Crystal didn't. But I just went and did some more research. And I don't think anybody can blame me for doing that. But I like Rich Texture Crochets. And it's called a zigzag lozenge stitch into a baby blanket. That's her tutorial. Rich Textures zigzag lozenge stitch, Lozenge, I think, stitch into a baby blanket. That's, I put that part on there. That didn't all sound out right. I don't know how to edit, but maybe y'all can get through that mumble jumble. So that's my 2 whips I'm working on. And to break up a little bit of that, because I have found by working on these blankets that I really like short projects better. So I may be winding these blankets up, and I know going back to my amigurumis. But I made this just to, I had bought this yarn not too long ago, and I wanted to see. So it's a divine hat. The tutorial is by Fiber Spider on YouTube. He explains everything so well on this, and you can knock this out pretty quickly. My battery's about dead. But anyway, Fiber Spider tutorial. Go watch them. And before I leave, because like I said, my battery's about dead, my husband bought me a whip cart, a whip caddy. So that's what all of my whip stuff is sitting on right here. And so today he said, go buy you another one. So I went and bought me another one. And those 2 things are going to be in the living room. One's going to be beside my chair, which I love already because I could just reach over and get it. And the other one's going to be kind of right behind the chair a little bit. And I'm going to stack stuff on that. Well, since my battery's about dead, and I'm just jibbering jabbering now, I'm going to hop off here. But I want to say one more thing. Miss Angela at Crocheting House Mouse, you got me hooked on that YouTube channel, Faces of the Forgotten Girl. That show, that YouTube podcast is interesting and makes you think. So I'm enjoying watching that. So thank you for telling me about it, or telling us about it. Well, I'm going to hop off here, and I'm going to talk to y'all later on this week or next week. And thank you for watching me, and thank you for subscribing, all my new subscribers, and liking my video, and all your sweet comments. And tell me what you're doing right now. You know, I'd like to hear from you and see what y'all working on. That's how we learn, right? Well, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Bye. Oh, let me hit my button. I'm going to try to hit my button this time. Nope.